This girl and her mother throw a ball in front of a small child and tell him to pick it up. The child runs after the ball, and just then a fast-moving car comes in front of him. From inside the school, the child's mother runs out shouting, "What happened to my child?" The school teacher says, "Good. Now don't ever bring this child to school again." Both of them leave, but the mother starts searching for her child. Then the school principal appears holding the little boy and says, "What if something had happened to this child? What would you have done?" The mother replies, "Sir, it's not my fault. This was done by the teacher and her daughter." The principal says, "Let's go and see inside the classroom." The result announcement is going on. The teacher's daughter stands up when her name is called. Just then the principal and that student enter. The principal says, "There is no place for you in my school anymore." The teacher says, "No sir, what are you doing?" The principal replies, "I'm telling the truth. I found out about your reality." The teacher says, "Now I will tell you the truth." She explains that when she was checking students, she suspected that girl and asked, "Are you pregnant? I already had doubts about you." The girl says, "No sir, that's not true. I haven't done anything wrong." The teacher says, "Is this test tube lying? I also had doubts the day you had stomach pain and asked my daughter for chocolate and she didn't give it to you." One day, the same girl brings her child to the classroom. The teacher stops her saying, "Bringing a child here is not allowed." But the student says, "No one else can take care of him except me. Please let me take him with me to class." The teacher refuses and says the principal will decide your matter. She takes her to the principal's office and tells him this girl insists on bringing her child into the classroom. How can this be allowed? The girl explains, "Sir, there's no one else for him. Where can I leave him? Please understand my situation." The principal agrees and says, "All right, you may take your child to class." The teacher doesn't like this and leaves angrily. The girl thanks the principal and goes back to her class. She continues her studies while taking care of her child. One day when the results are announced, the teacher gives the third position card to one student. Then the second position goes to her own daughter, which she doesn't like. Her daughter also becomes upset and says, "How is this possible?" Then the first position is announced. It's the same brave girl's name, the one who has been studying with her child. She becomes very happy. Later, the teacher feels ashamed because of her daughter's actions and cries, saying, "How could my own daughter do something so wrong?" The principal says, "You misunderstood the innocent girl. She's done something very brave." The teacher apologizes to the girl and says, "My child, please forgive me." The girl smiles and says, "It's okay, ma'am. Don't worry." The principal then announces a scholarship for the brave girl, and she receives it happily. Always be kind, brave, and honest, because truth and courage always win in the end. If you like this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.